Tripura is a place covered with hill and hillocks, dense natural forest embankment, green valleys, rivers, streams, and wide field. People in general of multi-ethnic tribal communities are the dwellers in this natural environment. These indigenous communities have come across in different weaves of migration and settled here in a peaceful coexistence. The tribes of Tripura are divided in three groups, mainly Bodo, Kukichin, and Arakani group. Similarly, linguistically, they belong to Indo-Mongoloid groups of Sino-Tibetan and Austro-Asiatic language group. Tribes of Tripura have their specific identity and cultural outlook. Among these 19 tribes, 18 communities are the major section of people identified under a common language group known to be as Kokborok.
Baide, da chokdri sawo, taklai bisini parate nani, nogrum, kurisa khlayo o jaga tisa jakha, kurisa khlayo oro di baide, ini maya ke khanari baide.
These tribes are Tripuri, Riang, Noatia, Jamatia, Koloi, Rupini, Ochai, and Murasing. Each of them are also identified as one of the community under Borok races. The early histories of Noatias are depicted in the Rajmala, a book of royal history of Tripura, wherein they are treated as Nutan Tripura or Deshi Tripura under the clan name of Tripur Khastrios. In the records of English anthropologists, there are 4 clans of Tripura tribes who are still residing in Chittagong hill traces, like the Puran, and others are Noatias, Ochais, and Riangs. The race Noatia have a folk tale in terms of their title. It was perhaps a title given by the then king of Tripura, as because of their new settlement in the Tripura, particularly in the south district, after an internal social dispute arose in their original home and Arakran and Chittagong hill tracts. Virtually Noatias are the same origin of Tripura tribe who claim themselves as people of ruling community. It is, however, fact that there are differences to a large extent on the part of their physical features, food habits, economic activities, cultural front, etc. In spite of that, linguistically, Noatias cannot be differentiated from the Tripuri community. The reason behind that the Noatias came into contact with the Mog and Chakmas in the Chittagong hill tracts besides Arakan tribes in Arakang hill tracts, for which their traditional customs and even language were molded by the Arakan culture. This was the fact for which the Tripuris had no matrimonial and social relation with the Noatias, though they were given works of lower grade and particularly in the royal army by the then kings of Tripura. Noatias are known to be a section of Tripuri tribe and concentrated mainly in Shonamura, Bilonia, Shabroom, Amarpur, Gandachera, Chaumanu, some pocket of Kamalpur, downhill of Sakhan and in Dharmanagar. There are clans and subclans of Noatia tribes like Laithong, Gabung, Kaklu, Anak, Feting, Mongbai, Tongbai, Kewa, Kalvi, Gaigra, Harbeng, Daindak, Kerang, etc. The other subclans are known as Murasing, Tutaram, Aslong, Gargan. These tribes are known to be residing in Tripura from 15th century. Linguistically, there are differences due to infiltration of Arakkani words spoken by them, though their language is most akin to Kogborok. There is no specific difference among their clans in respect of social culture, even though the clan Anok, Laithong, and Dandok enjoy social respect in the community in terms of social and community decision. To say about habitat, once Noatias had colorful lifestyle in the interior part of the forest, having their own made garang. But nowadays, they normally become a plain land tribe and used to reside in mud wall houses with roof from chon grasses and bamboos. Even though a large number of Noatia families still live in interior forest and lead similar life like Riangs, young boys are trained to make tong house out of jungle produced wood, bamboos, chon grass, and other materials after a series of rites and rituals by the priest. The name of deity is Randok. They usually perform this puja for prosperity and wealth through bulk production in Jum field. The Noatia family is consist of a man, his wife, and their unmarried children. The authorship and head of the family is partial in nature as per community custom. Property rights are handed down to the sons and daughters having equal share. In fact, Noatias are abide by the social norms of their traditional culture. Mother in the family have multiple role for preparation of food, looking after children, and old aged person in the family working in Jum field, rearing cattle and poultry bird, weaving of cloths and maintaining family rites and rituals.
Sangni wayo date aropani budu bae narana nama kiriya turona tudi daguma rangsago bari tharer ken kitingba namano mani khna rangsangi mumana rokha bari tharer ken thayana muma thwani rangana tudi rangsangi mumada.
The economic lives of Noatias are mainly governed by the food gathering activities in the surrounding forest where they belong. The Jum activities are the main source of their livelihood. In Jum, they used to produce everything they require and they purchase few items from the village hut, which is generally far away from their habitat. Nowadays, Noatias are accustomed with the plain land cultivation and acquainted themselves with the sale and purchase economy. The struggle for existence starts in the Noatia family from the early morning. Mother in the family starts cooking meal as elderly person need to move to June field far away from their dwelling. Noatia are used to fetch water from nearby Chera. Old women of the family clean house premises and look after cattle and poultry birds. After completion of cooking, mother distributes food to all male and female members who are supposed to go to the joom and also make packets of food to be eaten in the joom. It is a regular practice in Noatia family throughout the state. As a part of food gathering, they catch fishes in the locked water, edible fruits, flowers, roots and leaves from the deep forest area for consumption as well as to sale in the nearest village hut. Noatia are fond of eating meat, for which they raid goat and pigs. Nowadays, Noatias are well acquainted with the market-based economy. Far in the interior, it is not uncommon to see a shopkeeper or vegetable vendor in the village hut. Even though there are hundreds of year practice of jooming and its related life and culture attracts them. Naturally, therefore, they used to have frequent trek to the joom field apart from plain land cultivation. Craftsmanship of making different containers and mats out of bamboo is also another source of income of Noatia's family. The aged man and woman, when at leisure, make such bamboo-made articles and used to enjoy tobacco with great pleasure. The dress and ornaments of Noatia tribe are very much common with the other tribes of same origin like Tripuri, Riang, but the color combination of Risha and Pachra, that is upper and lower garments that usually wear by the Noatia women, are little bit different and very nearer to the lower and upper garments of Chakmas. Likewise, ornaments used by them have the touch of Arakran design. Noatia women are fond of using flour in their tied up hair and necklace of byproducts made from seeds of fruits, flowers, and roots like as moss. The young girl generally weaves their cloths through loom and loom after a series of processes to make yarn from cotton they produced in June. Among the Noatias, monogamy is the common phenomena of marriage practiced by them. A girl generally attained for marriage at the age of 14 and boy by 18 to 20. The village priest is generally entrusted to perform marriage rituals. Types of marriage prevalent among them are marriage by service, by negotiation, and love marriage. Noatia marriage have colorful depiction of ethnic culture. From the boy's side, two nearest kin of the boy goes to the girl's house and marriage proposal is placed by them.
Sini koto kan hado ho, sungtini doloke samai sho. Sasok sabro lokino, barang macam lokino. Pai nai pha sasong, sungtini doloke. Hei, sungti yang ganang lang laya. Nok sal baru haka sari yo ho samai suka hai joto tong thoma kok sal jong ti ni samai su ya kubai bidai na rote samai na kabai kapure hodi do sasong no dalaki 사석 사버라이 럭키는 아니세 구려 별자고 아니세 버상 캔자고 사마이셔 럭키 하나 더워라 사마이 아니 사대니 사마이셔 아니 사대니 사마이라 하롱 하가상 사마이터 아니 사대니 사마이셔 아니 사대니 사마이라 도로키
기아이
해니니 쿠리니 사성 동안이 사고도 클라이하도 송티니 너럭키 사마이셔 Sini koto kan hado sungtini doloke sama iso.
The father of the girl then goes to the boy's house to examine and understand the hearing capacity of the boy who would be the bridegroom. If everything is all right, then actual marriage day is fixed by the ochai after a mutual understanding in between parents of the bride and bridegroom. Bride price is generally demanded by the girl's parents. Marriage took place in the house of the bride, after which they are declared as husband and wife. But in case it is a marriage by negotiation, all social restrictions and taboos are followed, including clanship. On the day of marriage, Ochai chants mantras following all rites and poured holy water on the both bride and the bridegroom when heads of them are covered with cloths. Elderly person also bless the couple for happiest future life. There are also some other types of marriage among Noatias.
삼척 그다음 만민이
삼십 그날 만민이 너네 아는 동 하대. 그똥 소가. 낙동 통다 그래. 똥 통다. 사서 사부러 만만히. 야수와 카텔라 식주경랑 마이 하랑 발라라여 성골의 동만이세 승진이 신이 동통만 파이모니세 군인의 사고도 사만을
Đâu, bà sẽ lấy đi sự gia đình quá, hoa mà sao lại nhai à, khoan đây.
Grand feasts are arranged by both the parties. Noatias are highly influenced by Hinduism. They follow sects of Shakti cult and Vaishnavism. Their faith and religious activities have common features with those of Hindus. The major rituals they follow Tuima Puja, Ker Puja, Gariya Puja, including so many domestic rites and rituals.
Baba Goreya Payo Jog Baba Kalaya Payo Jog Goroya no Mane Halai Goroya no Sini Halai Boroi Basa Bare Nai Nokong Marang Bare Nai Oire Roaza Oire Goroya all of you. All of
Noatias are also found to cherish belief in magic, witchcraft, ghosts, etc. These practices are generally done by Ochai to give relief from unknown diseases and fortune telling. Ochai, however, gives medicine. Out of faith in Hinduism, they also offer puja to Mother Lakshmi, Kali, Shiva, etc., god and goddesses. And Maiko Lungma is their popular ritual. Noatias have separate socio-council, though not so effective nowadays. Rai is their socio-religious head who used pass order regarding all sorts of social disputes including crime against women and children. Once this council have extreme power to decide over any issue including property. Noatia's young boys and girls still enjoy the traditional dances and music in different occasions. And the traditional way of life, they have Jhum dance, which is very much popular. Tangbiti is so colorful that its composition of music, dances, and ornaments, including dancing arts of youngster, attracts all. Their traditional dresses are also colorful, which enrich the total dance. Noatias have indigenous games played by children and young boys and girls. Gila game is very much popular among them and also outside their community. their games are mainly to show physical strength. Death is a part of human life. When someone dies in the family, all the relatives and neighbors visits in that house after hearing the sad sound to give condolence to nearest family members and goodbye to their beloved person. Ochai is asked to visit the house and performs rites related to funeral ceremony. Crops are generally cremated in a cremation ground besides a river or chera. Usually the crops is made decently decorated by 2 pieces of new cloths for the last journey, followed by community people. Ochai performed the major role for disposal of the dead body. After the cremation, a grand feast is also arranged for the peace of the deceased soul and rebirth in a wealthy and resourceful family. The subtribes of Noatias like Anok, Laithong, Dendok have some attractive ethnic components, though in general there is no remarkable difference in socio-economic and cultural outlook. Noatia Even then, all our effort shall be taken to depict all sort of ethnic values of the Anok, Laithong and Dendok.